Alright folks, we're going to do a walk around at 2000 Spirit Deluxe with a bathroom. We have it set up for a 2-bed on the inside, but we'll look at that in a minute. On the outside here I have that silver box right there, and that's a lockable box, and I use that for my Blackstone grill and my Coleman lantern, my Coleman stove, and some outdoor cooking stuff. I added this porthole window in here a while back. It really is a nice addition. I'll show you more about that on the inside. And I had the windows all professionally tinted. It's got an awning up at the top, and I put the 2 little black Velcro straps on it just as a safety thing to keep it from possibly opening up as we travel, but I don't think that would really happen, but you never know. And over here on the front we have a 2-inch ball hitch there, a propane tank, the spare tire, and also an electric jack. The electric jack comes in really handy for sure. And then there's a little area there for storage if you wanted to put another propane tank there or something. Back on this side, that's where the dump station would be. That's where you would dump this wastewater. And this little window right here, it goes to the bathroom. And these right here are little awnings. I got that one, and I got this one off. The material needs to be replaced on that. It dry rotted out. Down here, this is where the extension cord would come out of to where you'd plug it in at. Got a hot water tank in there, which I had replaced just a few years ago. It used to be gas only, and then I replaced it with electric and gas. And then right here is the battery compartment, and I just put a new battery in it this spring. That's awesome. So anyway, this is what the outside looks like. It's really in nice shape. And there's a storage thing on the back. This was on there when I bought it. I thought, well, I'm going to take it off. Then I started using it, and I was thinking, man, this is nice. I don't have to crawl underneath it to put the leveling here. The jack's down on the back. I can just crank these down. That works out real nice. This compartment right here is a little storage box inside there. And we got a light up here and one in the front right here. And there's also a light in the jack, which is kind of handy for sure. We're going to walk around on the inside here and take a peek. All right. As we walk in, we have it set up as a 2-bed configuration. And 1 bed there and 1 bed back there. Now, I had measured that at one time. I don't remember the exact measurements, but it's kind of like laying on your couch at home. That's about how wide it is. And then we have it set it up with this lagoon table here, which moves out of the way, makes it nice. There's seating over here, and there's seating over here. So we have it set up so that we can sit over here and have a table to eat at, and then also have 2 separate beds. Now this bed in the back here might be just a couple of inches bigger than this one on the side. And what you can do also is I have the boards. If you want to do something like this, I got the boards that go across right here where these seats would be at, and you can put this bed over there and make 1 big bed. And then there's a table that sits up right here. You can see a little silver round thing down there. That's where the table goes into. You can set it up right there, and there's a two-seat dinette right here. Then you have the window there that you can look out of. And we did put blackout curtains in here. We got them at Amazon. It worked out real nice. And I installed a little fan right here. Wife always gets hot at night for some reason. And got all kinds of storage. Kind of small storage here. I got a LED TV right there with remote. And storage there. Now, one thing that I did do with this is I added this little string right here to this. Let's see, I think it goes around. Let's see here. There we go. It goes around and hooks up right there. So what I do with that, I sleep back here, and at night, the air conditioner, if it gets cold and blowing on me, I just open that door up and put that string there, and it keeps the cold air from blowing down on me, which is really handy. Then we got some storage here. Storage here. And storage here. Which is handy as heck. And we found these little clips right here. They got little prongs on the back, and they slide right into the carpet, so you can hang stuff on the wall if you want to, which is really neat. Up at the top, there's one of these fans, and it has a light that goes around it, as you can see. That's really handy, and it's bright at night, I'm telling you. That's the only light you need. And there's lights, two of them there. There's one underneath above the sink, and then there's some lights over here also. They all work. Everything in this thing works like it should. Alright, now we're going to go over to this side. And one thing that I did to this is I added some shelves in the closet. And that really added on a lot of space. So you can take some storage, more storage space. And you hang your clothes up right there if you want. It's got a little wire basket here on the side. Then I also made a little basket there that you can put stuff in. I hung it from that pipe, which is pretty cool. And over here is the wet bath. And the wet bath has a little fan in the top. And it's got the little sink in the shower. There's plenty of room in here. I'm about 5.5 feet or so. There's plenty of room in here to take a shower. Here's that other window we looked at outside. So they call this a wet bath. Which it works. It does the job. Okay, and the door's all latched real nice. Perfect. And now over here, there's a two-way refrigerator. It works off propane, and it also works off of electric. And that works pretty good. And this little closet cabinet here, we put a little microwave oven in there. Seems like we always would pre-cook stuff at home and then take it with us so we can just heat it up. And up here there's some storage. I got a little electric heater and a surge plug and that kind of stuff up there. Nothing spectacular. And I think I showed you this one already. Down here we got the sink. And I bought this little guard here. It kind of comes in handy so that you can use it, this space, to put stuff on if you need. And we had this extra cutting board, drilled a couple holes in it so that it would fit real nice on this stove. And we don't, well, I think I've only used this stove maybe about 3 times just to make eggs in the morning because it was raining outside. So that kind of came in handy. Down here we got like a little silverware drawer. And then some more storage down there. I keep the trash can down there. Little shelf there that I put in there. And then under here, some more storage. And there's more storage underneath here, which is nice. Then underneath this bed, you'll see a little door there. You can take that door off, and that's where I would store all my extra toilet paper and stuff, or stuff that I just didn't get to all the time, didn't need. The air conditioner here really works good. It's got a heat strip in it also. Right there, heat, optional, I put that in. And it works real nice. I'm thinking I put this air conditioner in just a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I guess. I don't know, I got all the paperwork on it. But it does a nice job. It'll definitely cool you off in here. Over here, we have some hangers, and hangers right there also. And a little light. Now this stuff right here, this is for the awning. This square looking rod here, that goes in the middle of the awning. And this here handle has a little hook down there. And it goes right here on the outside of this awning, so you can crank it out and crank it back in. See that little circle right there? A couple little baskets hanging from the shelf up there so you can store stuff. It's a nice little camper for sure. We'll walk around to this side right here and see if we can see the details on it. It's I don't know, like 2,300 pounds. I don't know if you'd be able to see that or not. But it's a lightweight camper. Very nice.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
And we are currently being recorded. That little thing on the top up there is the TV antenna. And that works pretty good. It keeps gets a lot of stations with that. Even though it's an old antenna, it works good. Alright folks, well I hope you enjoyed the tour of the 2000 Casita Deluxe. I really appreciate you watching my videos. Thanks again.